been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
And that's the notification I just got before I pressed the record button. Welcome, everybody, to episode 224 of the Sports Drive here on YouTube. And supposedly Hangouts are going away on August 1st. I can't.
That sucks.
Where the hell am I going to record my shows? What the hell, man? Seriously, YouTube? You can't wait for the end year. You got to wait for August 1st?
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you got to wait before I turn 38? My birthday's August 6th. That's when I mentioned 38.
You have the same birthday month as Vince McMahon.
Wait, no, you know, I gotta say this though. It's interesting. Vince and Linda's wedding anniversary is August 6th. So their wedding anniversary falls on my birthday.
I know a lot about wrestling. I didn't know the date of their wedding.
Honestly, yeah, their wedding anniversary is August 6th. Look it up.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the Sports Drive. We're back. Hope you guys enjoyed your 4th of July last week. I'll be honest, guys. I think 4th of July is kind of an overrated holiday from my point of view. I'm not really big into fireworks. Maybe this just tell me how I am. It's a reflection of how I am personally. But just the nonsensical fireworks that don't stop shooting off until 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not opposed to spending time with family and having cookouts and this and that. But with this city and how it is with hot weather plus humidity, Frank, I think you would understand this since you're in the area.
I was drought in 1988, Gluey Hump. I lived it.
It's brutal. I know people.
It can be.
I know a lot of people complain about weather and how it is normally in Florida every single year, but Chicago having 90+ degree weather with humidity is worse. It's brutal. And that's the extreme bipolarness of this area, this part of the country. It's super cold or it's too hot. Like, we can't have no in between.
Yeah, people complain too much. It's either, oh my goodness, in July and August, oh my goodness, it's too hot. January and February, it's too cold.
Yeah.
It seems that everybody, not everybody, but a good number of people, Gluey Hump in Chicago, and see if you agree with me on this.
Okay.
Complain about the weather at some point during the year.
Oh, they can complain about more than just the weather. They complain about everything in life.
Yeah, they complain about
They use that mentality for every aspect of their life.
Metro was too late. I got to complain about that. Let's see. There was a long line at Subway. I got to complain about that.
Oh, did you watch the video of the little guy just going off at a produce store?
Wait. Help me out here. No, I didn't. Tell me about it.
Well, there's this older gentleman who's, let's say, vertically challenged.
Wait, should we give him the benefit of the doubt here?
And by the way, this is not a slight hit towards him because he doesn't have a mental defect. I'm not a guy that rips on people that have disabilities or anything like that.
Right, you can't help it.
I'm just pointing out the fact that he's small. Okay, that's all I'm saying, right?
Oh, wait, short man.
Hey, again, we're the Sports Drive. You're not politically correct, show. So if you're easily offended, that's on you.
Yeah, and by the way, if you get into if you're on the expressway and you listen to us, and because of our humor, when you crash into a barrier because of our humor, that's on you.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's on you. Hey, wait a minute. So don't sue us. That's on you. Turn the station. What?
Yeah, so this guy was vertically challenged. He goes on this big soliloquy, and he's like, I guess how it is, like a lot of people that grow up small get very defensive because people look down on them and they pick on them and this and that. And this guy was just having a complete breakdown in a New York produce store. It's on Twitter. You can go look it up if you want, Frank. A lot of people are talking about it. It's pretty funny. Today,
so we need psychiatric help, basically.
Yeah, just like a lot of people in this country need
psychiatric help. 9 out of 10 people in this country need psychiatric help.
Yeah, especially people in Oviedo, Florida. But
wait, don't get me started. I know what you're talking about. Don't get me started with that with Oviedo, Florida, dude.
All right. Again, I hope you guys have been enjoying your holiday week. I know we weren't on last week to recap all the craziness that went down at the NBA and all the moves that were going on.
Who cares? That's not the NBA I grew up with.
We had another round of the Cubs and White Sox, which we'll get to during the show today.
Great for the fans. Great for the fans.
Mm-hmm. And then, and we're going to close off the show today with the predictions for Extreme Rules. I don't know. I don't know if the Walmer boy is going to be joining us.
Please don't.
Please
do not.
I think he's waiting to make his return for the football season, unless I get a notification for him today that he wants to come on the show.
Please do not. Oh, for all that's holy in the world, we have a great show without you. Please stay put.
All right, let's get to the G Honda introduction, shall we?
Oh, why not, dude?
All right. Introducing from Blue Bumblebee, Kentucky. This young man's the Kool-Aid man, and he is a guy that should be on the PTW payroll.
I wish.
This young man is a bowling master, but he is a brownie master to us. The one and only Andrew Browning.
What's going on, guys? Gonna be good show. Shout out to my boy Chucky and the Mr. South Chain himself.
What up, Chucky T. Smooth?
What up, Chucky T. Smooth?
Dude, you sound like a big blob when you say it like that.
Yeah, I am a big blob.
I'm like a big blob. What up, Chucky T. Smooth?
What you talking about, Wiz?
We should wait, you know what? That's actually one of the most famous lines in the history of television.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. Browning, I forgot to add another moniker for you. I hope you're okay with this one. The Gomer Pyle of the Sports Drive.
Gomer Pyle?
Private Pyle.
Yeah,
this malfunction, soldier.
This is the second time this is the second time he is referred to Gomer. Today.
Hey, Brian, do you like jelly donuts?
Wait. We know Jerry the King Lawler does.
Yeah, he likes more than that. He likes pie.
Yeah.
All right, the voice. The high-pitched voice you hear in the background is a young man from Blue Bumblebee, Indiana, but he's a product of the state of Illinois. He is a Chicago Cubs fan with respect to the Chicago White Sox. He is a Bulls, Bears, and Blackhawks fan. He is the James Hetfield of the Sports Drive, the big bag of wind himself, Frank Spranko.
Dude, I'm a lot of things, boy, huh? So I'm the Robert Shapiro, right?
Yes, Robert Shapiro of the Sports Drive. He's getting ready for he's putting the gas in the Lex Express because the political debates are going on right now.
Oh, you know what? I gotta say this: we lost a great American a couple days ago. I'll make that my opening rant.
All right, I don't know who you're talking about, so
yeah, I'll say that for my opening rant.
Yeah,
and then.
You know, I was having a conversation with my godmother's boyfriend. So he's not technically my uncle because they're not married.
Godmother's boyfriend.
Yes. So basically, that's how it's going, right? My Aunt Kim, her boyfriend Jeremy, is my boss at the tattoo shop I work at. So
Jeremy.
I work at my uncle. I work at Jeremy's tattoo shop, right? And you were having a conversation, and he called me an islander, and I thought that was kind of interesting. Like I could pass off as a Samoan. Think about it. I'm half Puerto Rican, and I'm half Italian. Both parts of the country got islands. I think I get the best of both worlds, to be honest with you. Actually, being both Puerto Rican and Italian. I don't know. Islander was an interesting thing to compare me to. I don't know.
Well, you know what? You get Samoan Joe. Of course, we got Dwayne. We got a lot of good wrestlers that came from the island.
Shout out to Roman Reigns winning an ESPY award last night.
Yeah, what's with ESPN and wrestling all of a sudden?
What's wrong with that?
Wait. I have nothing wrong with that, but don't you think they should air some wrestling?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, they're already airing the XFL. That's coming next year.
Yeah, after the Super Bowl, this upcoming season. Dang. Pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Are they going to bring back? Wait. Are they? First of all, Chicago doesn't have a team. I thought it would. Second of all, are they going to bring back the black and red ball?
I don't know. It may be a red, white, and blue ball.
I actually thought that when the XFL was when the first initial run in 2001, I did like the black and red ball. I really did.
This is it.
I watched it. I watched that moment live. I recall where I was.
I did too. I was 7 years old.
Okay, I was 19. I turned 20 that year. I actually was at an XFL watch party.
Wow, watch party. Where?
Yeah, I was supposed to be at a watch party for the debut of the XFL.
Where was it?
Where was it? It was in North. It was in the south suburbs somewhere.
Huh.
All right, I found the clip of the angry guy at the deli. You want me to play it for you guys? Huh? Frank, you want me to play it for you?
Sure. Yeah. Do it, jabroni. Please, man.
Oh, wait. Here we go.
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead"? That's okay.
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you. You shut up, too. Just like, look, go ahead and attack me, Jacob.
Oh my god. I just wanted bagels.
The guy did get into an actual fight at the deli, which is the funny part. Okay, I get it. Like I was talking about it a couple minutes ago. Like I get it. Some guys, and especially guys who are smaller, get very defensive and they're very abrasive, and people looking down on them. They get very insecure. I'm sure Taz rings a lot of bells in that particular category. Frank, like Taz was very abrasive and stuff during his ECW years and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? If you look at Taz ECW versus Taz WWF, Taz ECW was the height. It really was.
Mm-hmm. All right, Frank, bring me in, shall we?
Yeah.
I agree. The following intro is scheduled for anything but one fall. So really phenomenal. Introducing a guy who will special guest rep in any extreme match he wants on Sunday at Extreme Rules. Here is the glowy hump, Josh Lopez. Now, I'm not going to hate you today.
Here.
No.
Dude, really, dude. Nobody talks that way. I know. Probably doesn't.
How do you say such a thing?
Well, I did, jabroni, so now know your role and shut your mouth and talk like a normal human being.
You're a foul one.
Instead of talking like somebody that's got a pooper scooper straight up your you know what.
Really are an heel.
I thought it was you really are a heel. Get it, heel?
You're a seasick crocodile. Screech.
And then
Hey, when am I going to turn heel on this show?
You already are a heel.
All right, mission accomplished, and I don't want to go back.
All right.
no.
I'm gonna play something, and then I'm gonna do the traditional Shane McMahon Best in the World intro. I know Brownie gets a kick out of it, especially when Greg Hamilton does it on SmackDown.
Greg Hamilton is better than Michael Buffer, bar none.
Yes, and better than
Bar
Mike
none.
Rome. Mike Rome can't even do it without his voice going out. All right, let's play this real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the best in the world.
When you hear the heat in the background,
Shane McMahon.
I get an echo through my headphones.
that's the best part of that introduction, the heat in the background. I get all the hardcore wrestling fans and internet dweebs and guys stuck in their mother's basement are still freaking whining about, oh, Shane McMahon's getting too much TV time.
Yeah, Glory Hop, aren't those the same individuals that are also pushing like 300 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, and slobs that are trying to hit women at wrestling shows.
Yeah, I don't do. Okay, let me say this. I'll admit something. I don't even have a shot with the Divas. If I don't have a shot with any of the Divas, honestly, what chance in hell do they have?
None. No
Exactly.
shots. In the words of David Kaplan, no shot. Ronnie, you like that?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's see if I could do Greg Hamilton some justice. All right. By the way, Greg Hamilton's the SmackDown Live ring announcer. That's who I'm referring to.
I'll tell you this though. I thought Michael Bufford was awesome, and he did those WCW pay-per-views back in the day.
Right.
Greg Hamilton's awesome.
Now introducing the best in the world, Shane McMahon. There you go.
The contract reads Shane McMahon.
I want Frank to do that intro one day.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do we'll have to set it up. We gotta build the hype though.
Yeah.
We gotta build it. We gotta build a hype for the entire world to have a suspense here.
You want to do it now?
Okay, let me do it for you, Glory Hump.
Okay.
He is the best in the world. The Glory Hump. Josh Lopez.
That's the new intro for me, Frank. That's it right there. That's awesome.
All right, fine. It's settled. If you missed it, by the way, if anybody just heard that I did it and they're missing one and want to tune in, you're going to have to wait till next week. So,
yeah, you guys just missed a great moment on the Sports Drive right there.
Yeah, that's on you for missing it. And by the way, I'm not apologizing for the fact that you missed it.
Okay, let's do some opening rants, shall we?
Sure, dude. Sure, absolutely.
Brownie, go ahead.
No, got anything. We're looking forward to Stream Rolls at BTW Sunday night. So,
I gotta say, there's a lot of wrestling going on this weekend. Just for a little disclaimer of how my writing schedule looks like this weekend. Saturday, I have night 2 of the G1 tournament, which will probably be 4 hours. They have Evolve's 10th anniversary special on the WWE Network Saturday, and also Saturday is AEW Fight for the Fallen, which you get live free on Bleacher Report Live or BR Live if you're that lazy and you can't just type out Bleacher Report Live. But
I was on the website last night. Wait, I was on the website. I was on Bleacher Report last night, believe it or not.
So that's Saturday. Sunday, night 3 of the G1. And I say night 3 because they do a lot of the tournament shows in the morning Chicago time, because obviously the tournament's in Japan. So I got to do that in the morning. And then Sunday night, obviously, is Extreme Rules. So 5 different pay-per-views this weekend. It's ridiculous. Now I know how it felt when you had all the territories back then. AWA, Georgia Championship Wrestling, Mid-South, World Class. We can keep going, right? The AWA.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget about Japan too, where they make ECW look like PBS Kids. They really do. Dude, I'm telling you, what they do in Japan is pretty much illegal in the United States.
Frank, what's worse, Disney or PBS Kids?
Oh, can I just flip a coin?
That's a good question.
Can I just flip a coin? I'll just flip a coin and just tell you whatever comes up, Disney or PBS Kids.
Okay, Brownie, you have a rant for us today?
No.
Either way, he doesn't. He said he had a rant.
Nothing on Baron Corbin.
Nothing embarrassing. Donnie Green, no PTW heels, dude. You want to rant on?
Donald Green still sucks, but Corbin does too, by the way.
No, he doesn't.
Any PTW referees you want to rant on?
No. And then
What?
say what?
Man. You want to hear my rant? I got a couple.
Sure, Brownie. Just bring it, dude.
So I'm looking at this. What I have on the screen here, it says this Hangout on air is live, right? It says Hangout on air is going away August 1st. Many of you guys know that I record my show, especially my wrestling podcast, on Hangout, so I can make sure that I have the audio. I can take the audio from this particular video, right? And edit it and add the stuff I want to and make it a podcast, right? I need Hangouts to record my show. I'm not going to be spending a monthly fee just to have this type of platform to record my type of shows. It's ridiculous. Google, YouTube, you can wait for the end of the year to do this? We got August 1st. Okay. So that means I have this week and maybe I have like 3 more wrestling podcasts left to do here on YouTube.
That's 21 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's freaking nonsense. That's my first rant.
That's 3 weeks. That's 3 weeks.
Second rant.
Yeah, I agree. It is crazy. Go ahead.
Second rant. The NBA
Sucks. We know that.
Yes.
We know that. Tell us something new.
NBA and most specifically Chicago Bulls fans. No, I do not want any part of Russell Westbrook on the Chicago Bulls. I'm sorry if that makes me a bad fan or a Garpack shill or whatever stupid label that you guys use on social media these days when anybody doesn't want to hype on the doom and gloom train about the Chicago Bulls. Yes, I understand about the importance of superstars and how important it is to have superstars on your team. I'm not naive to that. But there is something when it comes to building a culture and locker room killers. Oh, by the way, why is it that Paul George, who was the MVP candidate, decided to 1 year tell Oklahoma City that this was going to be his home for 5 years, and then the next season decides he wants to take his talents to the Clippers? Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was a team of Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant against the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. Think about that. And Serge Ibaka. And they went against the super team Heat teams, right?
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook has been in the NBA for 11 years and has yet to win an NBA championship. Why would I want to trade Zach LaVine for Russell Westbrook? Bulls are not winning a title with Russell Westbrook this year.
Bulls are winning a title, period.
You guys really want Russell Westbrook to be here? Wow.
Hey, I don't like. Most of the NBA superstars today seem to be, well, how do I put this? Cancer. They might start off well, but then all of a sudden, ego is going to check in, and there could be conflict. Hey, I'm gonna call it right now in the Bulls conference, the Eastern Conference. What's going to happen with Durant and Irving in Brooklyn? That's not going to work. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to work. These two are going to butt heads. They're going to be ball hoggers. They're going to conflict over it. Mark my words. Brooklyn Nets fans, your team is doomed.
Yeah, Kevin Durant is like you said, he's going to be out for a year, and then
I know he's out for a year, but trust me, when he comes back,
well, he's going to be in the second year of a 4-year contract, which also is not a good thing.
Dude, I wouldn't even sign him. I mean, no respect to Durant. He's injured. I don't want a guy that's injured.
And then? How you say such a thing?
Nah, whatever, dude.
Third rant I wanted to do.
Third rant. Hey, is this the charm rant? By the way, 3 times is the charm. Is this the charm rant?
Yes, this is the charm rant.
No, go ahead.
All right. Chicago Cubs fans calling and saying that Joe Maddon should be on the hot seat and to get fired. This is coming from a White Sox fan, by the way. And I just think that notion is ludicrous. I get it, how it is in the city, and we want to be greedy, and we want all our teams to be just like the Boston sport teams or New York, where all the teams are in contention every single year. Well, except for the New York Knicks.
Yeah, of course, the Knicks.
But
and the Islanders.
Yeah, the Islanders too. That's right.
And it seems like the Mets just about every year, maybe some years, but
the Mets are a dumpster fire this year. We all know that.
Oh, that's his function. Go ahead, William. We know what you go ahead.
So, give me one legitimate reason why Joe Maddon should be on the hot seat.
Joe Maddon should be on the hot seat. Wait a minute, aren't the Cubs in first place? Not by much, but aren't they in first place by a half game?
That's my fucking point.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. I know you, Glory Hump. I know you very well.
Wow.
I know you very well.
How many wins did the Cubs have last year before they got bounced in the wild card? I'm curious.
They didn't win. I'm going to say this. They did it from about mid-August to the end of it all when they lost to Colorado. I can't give you a number. I will say this. They didn't win much, nor did they score a lot of runs.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. I'll admit. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad baseball for the Cubs the last month and a half of the season.
Right.
It was bad. Terrible baseball.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. What was I going to say?
I don't know. What were you going to say?
It's just nauseating. Like David Kaplan, the biggest Cub homer. I'm hearing him on the radio today, and it's doom and gloom city. Drastic changes need to be traded. Anybody's offered a table. I wonder how you would feel if somebody called in and said maybe Anthony Rizzo should be traded. I don't know. I want to see how his reaction would be to that. Actually,
David Kaplan, the next Cubs general manager.
And I don't get it with him. He thinks that Joe Girardi is just going to waltz in and be the savior of the Cubs. What is Joe Manning doing so fucking wrong that he deserves to be on the hot seat? I'm happy, Cubs fans. You got your stupid curse over, and the 100 years away for a World Series is over, right? But I get it. You win the title, you want to be greedy, you want more, yada yada. The core has young players, this and that. But holy shit, man! Like, there's times where I listen to a Cubs topic on a sports radio station, and you would think the Cubs were in last place. Like, that's how ridiculous some of you guys sound on air when you talk about the Cubs. I get it. Expectations are expectations. And they have been an underwhelming team so far this year. But I just think it's ludicrous. You would have about over a third of the league be on pins and needles just waiting for the opportunity for Joe Maddon to be on the market to be their manager. But here we are, almighty Chicago. We're so desperate to be New York because we have this stupid-ass second city complex that, we're going to try to act like we're New York sports fans. We're impatient. We're entitled. We deserve this. Going up,
that is awesome. We need to record that. We need to record that.
That's how these freaking imbeciles sound on air. Like, it's freaking annoying. I don't need to get into my Chicago accent. Everybody knows what it sounds like already.
So let's say the Cubs.
And again, every time you hear a sports radio caller call it, right? They'll be like, this Joe Maddon character,
let's do the imitations. Go ahead, let's do the imitations. Oh my goodness! You know what? I gotta tell you, I don't like Joe Madden. He needs to be fired because of Joe Madden. I can't eat a lot of pork chops. I have lost my appetite for pork chops. Oh my goodness! Joe Madden has made me hate pork chops. I don't know. Pork chops. I haven't had pork chops in a while, actually.
Now on the Toyota hotline, let's talk to Ricky for Naperville. Ricky, welcome to the score. Let me talk to you about this Chris Bryant character. He's not very good in the clutch. I would trade Chris Bryant. I would trade Chris Bryant for to the Chicago White Sox for Lucas Giolito, Eloy Jimenez. Two first-round picks and a conditional fourth-round pick. I don't know how to do anything. I mean, Chris Bryant is not delivering the clutch. This is Chicago. We just won the World Series a couple years ago. He's supposed to be our leader. He's supposed to be the best player in baseball. Oh my God! I'm about to. I'm having a heart attack. Dude,
you know what you sound like? Dude, you know what you sound like? You sound like Saturday Night Live, Bill Swarsky and the Superfans. Stop. Dude, I gotta say that Swarsky and the Superfans, that was all classic.
Yeah.
I'll take the Bears 100-20.
Jeez.
Frank, I think that's a comment for you to compare me to those guys.
That was classic. I gotta say and of course these guys basically praised Mike Ditka.
Man, like you look at social media, especially for Chicago sports fans, they come with the stupidest trade ideas I've ever seen in my life.
By the way, rest in peace, Chris Farley.
Yes, rest in peace, Chris Farley, my favorite comedian.
Yeah, he was part of the Superfans.
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget Tommy Boy, Dave Spade knocking on the door. Housekeeping, you want me phone pillow? Shut up! That guy in a little coat.
Boy, I gotta say, you are a character. And I mean that in a positive sense.
I appreciate that. Some people in my family think I don't have a sense of humor, but
I think you wait. Your family knows you better than me. At least I hope they do.
I don't know about that. But
what if I'm feeling your family's all dysfunctional? That's just a guess. I don't know.
We'll see how it is. I don't know. I'm not gonna play the victim card. Life is life, right?
Wasn't it like a box of chocolates? This is the 25th anniversary of Forrest Gump coming out.
Man,
I think
I love that movie.
Yes. It's also the 25th anniversary of Lion King. Yeah.
You know what? Going up, every time I see the trailer for the real Lion King movie, I think of you. Because I know how much you like the Lion King, and I know you're going to see it, obviously.
It was my favorite movie as a kid.
I saw it in the theaters, Glowy Hump, the year you were born.
I played Can You Feel the Love at a talent show before on the guitar.
Elton John would be proud of you.
Can you feel?
Hey, you know what though? I gotta say this. Has anyone seen Rocket Man?
I have not, but I heard it was really good.
Yeah, I want to see Rocket Man because I'll say this: Elton John is one of the most talented performers musically we have had in our generation, or any generation. Just generation, the generation before, you name it.
The last movie I saw in theaters was it was the third edition of the Shaft movies, John Shaft, with Samuel Jackson.
Oh yeah.
I don't go to movies much. I don't go to theaters much anymore.
You should.
Well, you know what? The sixth Terminator movie is coming out. That's going to be in IMAX. I'm going to see that.
Nice.
It's an IMAX.
And then
there's a lot of controversy over the choice for the Little Mermaid live action movie.
That's another movie, Glowy Hump, I saw in the theaters as well when it came out. You got to understand, I have a sister that's 2 years younger, and she was in the Disney movies of the late 80s, right, at the tail end with The Little Mermaid coming out, and then early 90s, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King. My sister was into that.
You want to know the first movie I saw in the theaters?
I don't remember the first movie I saw in the theaters. Go ahead. What is yours?
This will tell you how I got my edgy humor. I saw American Pie at
Oh,
movie theaters.
You know what? Actually, this is the 20th anniversary of that release.
Yep, I was 5 years old. Yep.
You were 5. I don't get it. How did you be 5? Well, you obviously you were 5 and you saw American Pie in the theaters. That makes no sense.
Hey, I was with parental guidance.
Even with parental guidance. Even with parental guidance.
Hey, I grew up with rap music, Beavis and Butthead, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Dude, Beavis and Butthead were popular when you were born.
I was growing up during the edgy time of America.
By the way, I gotta ask you this: Did you grow up with Beavis and Butthead like I did? And I grew
up with the Attitude Era. Think about that.
I grew up with Beavis and Butthead and ECW.
fire.
Fire. Hey, by the way, I like the prank call episode. I like the prank call episode.
And fight.
By the way, I grew up with better Simpsons episodes than what we have now.
That's true.
Yeah.
We should prank call the Walmart boy.
No, let's not, dude. Let's not. Dude, if he wants to come in, he's more than welcome to come on this show. Let's not encourage him, dude. For all that's holy in the world, do not encourage him.
I'm sure he's not happy with his Red Sox right now.
Oh, boy.
I don't care, dude. I'm not happy with the Cubs, but you see me in good spirits.
Yep.
You think Joe Madden should be on the hot seat?
No, but I have a feeling that if the Cubs don't do well in the second half, and this is not me, and I'm telling you, this is not me here. I'm not the one that makes the decisions in the front office. I have a feeling he's not going to be fired, but it's going to be a mutual party of ways because his contract is up at the end of the season. I think it will be kind of like what happened with the Cowboys with Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson.
Well, let's say this deal FC is not above criticism. All right.
Well, hey, he made some of these deals. By the way, I get to see you, Darvish. I get to see you, Darvish, pitch tomorrow.
You
Nice.
going to the game tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Who are they playing?
Pittsburgh. That's a big series too.
We got to go. Yeah, I know you said you wanted me to go to a game with you. I got to see which one we go to.
Sure, hey, you want to come hang out with us, dude? Go ahead. I got some friends coming.
Everybody watching Summer League?
What are you talking about? You know what? My work last night, I came across the Atlantic League. They're trying these robotic strike zones.
No, if anybody's watched the NBA Summer League so far.
I've seen, you know what, though?
No.
I actually saw a little bit of the Bulls game the other night. Not much, but I saw a little bit of it.
I like the draft picks they got so far.
Hey, you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting? Zion's first ever game in the Summer League was called off because of an earthquake of all things.
Yeah, I saw that.
I can't believe it. Zion, all of a sudden, Zion plays and whoops, they're shaking.
He got some knee injury too.
I was worried about my sister because she lives in Sacramento, and I don't know how she.
Yeah, but wasn't the quake centered more toward, because I know the Dodgers game was affected. And you know what's remarkable? They still played. But the Summer League games in Las Vegas they stopped play during the earthquake.
Have any of you ever felt an earthquake in person?
Yes, I have been in an earthquake. Yes, I have. I've been in a significant size earthquake.
When was that?
I would have to say this was 2008, 2009. This was around Indianapolis. I was far from the epicenter, but I think it was over 6 on Richter scale. This happened after 5 in the morning, and by coincidence, I was just coming out of McDonald's. I was in a McDonald's parking lot, and then zoom.
Man.
Coincidentally, I come out of McDonald's, and what's going on?
I'm looking at the MLB schedule here. The Sox are going to be starting a big road trip. Actually,
we got to go to a Sox game. You know, Chloe Hump. I wanted to go to the Sox game last week when they had fireworks on July 3rd. I was thinking about going maybe to the Sox game when they play. Who is it? Minnesota on the Thursday night, maybe.
The White Sox are starting off a road trip in Oakland this weekend. and then they'll be in Kansas City. I think it's a 9-game road trip actually, and then they got the Tampa Bay Rays to wrap up the road trip.
You know what? I got to see this ball club. That ball club, they're fun to watch. They really are. They enjoy each other's company. They're having fun. And I'm going to say this: Ricky Rennery is a big reason why.
Cubs got the Braves, Pirates, and Reds coming around the area.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually slated to go next month. My dad and I are going to Cincinnati for the Saturday and Sunday games in early August.
Oh God! By the way, the guy I played for you guys that was yelling at the deli, he wanted us to get a bagel.
Oh, a bagel!
Bagel?
I gotta see this video. I gotta see it. So he wants a bagel, and all of a sudden he complains about his life.
Yeah, type in angry bagel shop guy.
Hold on. Angry bagel. Oh, here it is. Angry bagel guy. Angry bagel guy.
Only a bagel.
Bagel my ego. Guy flip. I'm looking at all these different results here. Here's one. Guy flips out in McDonald's. I just mentioned McDonald's, how I came out of McDonald's and I felt an earthquake. Guy flips out in McDonald's over a Big Mac.
Hey Frank, are you gonna catch the alligator that's in Humboldt Park right now? Because that's close to my house.
No, dude. No, let somebody else catch it, dude.
Brownie, we have a live alligator in Humboldt Park that's like 10 minutes from my house.
I've been watching that on the news, Gully Hump.
Oh God, it's hilarious. I wonder where they got that freaking alligator from. Was it from Florida? Did they take it out of the zoo?
It had a bit. Wait, we have 2 zoos in the area. We have Lincoln Park and Brookfield, so maybe.
Is it for Florida?
I don't know. I haven't been into zoos, and I gotta say this: Lincoln Park and Brookfield. I haven't been there in ages.
I saw a couple alligators when I was in Florida a few weeks ago.
Wait, were you in close proximity to them? You said you saw it. I'm talking about were you like 5 feet away?
I would say 30 feet.
Okay, 30 feet. Okay. Healthy distance.
And then.
By the way, another sports related thing I wanted to say real quick. Why were all the girl? I'm looking at this video, and they're girl Cubs fans fighting each other.
Oh wait, I saw that video.
Game.
Wait a minute, I saw that video. Blowing up. I know where they were sitting. I wasn't at the game on Saturday night, but this was down the right field line. And you know what? Hold on.
It's not even Cubs versus Sox fan. They're Cubs fans fighting at a damn.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that video. And Gluey Hump, correct me if I'm wrong here. Wait, you just did the video in its entirety, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Were they making it look like they were on the Jerry Springer show and chanting Jerry?
Yes, I heard it.
Like, honestly, that looked like your classic Jerry Springer fight from 20 years ago.
And
you should see these earlier Cub fans. They were 2 fat and out of shape Cub fans.
And they're all girls fighting. I don't get it.
Wait, they were fat. Hold on, they were fat. Were they fighting over churros?
Okay, Charles Barkley.
They're fighting over churros. Guaranteed Rates got good churros.
And then.
I gotta say this: Nikki Bella's an underrated waterfall. Holy shit, that girl's fucking hot! Wow.
And then.
I don't have any chance with the divas. Remember that.
All right, we're about 2 weeks away from NFL training camp getting started.
Can't believe it!
Ronnie, what were you gonna say?
I don't know.
No, you're about to say something.
Oh, something about Alexa Bliss is gonna win on Sunday.
Oh, we're not even at the predictions yet.
Yeah, we'll get to the predictions.
We'll get to it right now, actually, because we're about to close the show in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I gotta get to the post office.
My bad.
Yeah, Chloe, you're very bad, dude.
And then
I'll tell you what, that's going to give you a good match. You got 3 ways.
Yeah. And
I would have a 3-way with the Bella Twins, but that's just me. All right. Extreme Rules coming up live this Sunday
Sunday.
at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. By the way, hashtag Philly sucks. No, Philly is trash. Shout out to my boy Sam Piombo, who I went to broadcasting school with.
Why do I have a feeling at the Wells Fargo Center on Sunday there's going to be some arrest at this?
I think you already know the answers to that.
Yeah, trust me, these Philadelphia fans, and trust me, you had Extreme Rules.
They're imbeciles.
Well, you know what? That's where ECW started.
Yep.
And
Land of imbeciles.
And you know what? I can tell you how many, during the heyday of ECW, how many fans actually did get arrested.
jeez.
All right. We got 10 matches here, so
We got a whole boatload.
Man.
let's go through as fast as we could. The Revival putting their Raw Tag Team titles against the Usos.
Usos.
I'm gonna go with the Usos as well. The Revival.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Usos. I'll say they'll claim the title, but that's a close one.
I'm going to go with Revival to retain. I think they'll have a bigger match at SummerSlam, so I'll go with the Revival in this
I like the Usos entrance.
Yeah, me too. Down since that day, an ish. Line them all up and knock them down like this. All right, Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley, the last man standing match. Braun Strowman drove Lashley through.
That was crazy.
A couple weeks ago.
That's the way it started out.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a barn burner.
Any last man standing match is not typically. It always is.
I think Strowman's gonna do that running power slam through the stage this time, so I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman.
So I'll take Braun Strowman as well, dude.
Yep. Ricochet putting his US title on the line against AJ Styles.
I'm an AJ Styles fan. Yeah, me too. I'm going Styles. I'm not saying because I'm a Styles fan, but Styles is points he's due for this.
I'll go with Ricochet.
Oh.
All right. Aleister Black finally found out who knocked on his door. and it was Cesaro. So Aleister Black would be fighting Cesaro. I'm very excited for this match. This match gets me excited from a transcription point of view. I'm going to go with Aleister Black.
I'm going to go opposite, say Cesaro.
Aleister.
All right. This match should be a lot of fun. By the way, Otis Stosevich from Heavy Machinery, he's growing on me. That dude's fucking hilarious.
He even does the worm thing, too.
Yeah, he does the worm. Yep. All right, Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan against the New Day, against Heavy Machinery. This is a triple threat match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles.
This is going to be an intense match, but Bryan and Rowan, they retain the titles.
Yes, I agree. Bryan and Rowan will retain. I got to say, man, Dan Bryan's done a very good job committing himself to the tag team division and being the bad guy. So I like what he's been doing so far.
Yeah. New Day.
You got New Day? Okay.
New Day?
Drew Gulak putting his cruiserweight title on the line against. Hey, Drew Gulak's a good wrestler. Show the man some respect. He's putting his title on the line against Tony Nese. Drew Gulak is actually from Philadelphia, so he'll have the home field advantage. I'm going with Drew Gulak in this one.
Tony Nese.
Oh, okay. So you're saying Nese is going to get the title?
This is a cruiserweight match.
Right. I know. I'll say Nese gets the title from Gulak.
Okay. This one, handicap match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So basically, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are friends, and they want to be co-champions. So
and basically, we hope we all win, don't we?
Yeah, especially when Alexa Bliss is on my screen. Holy.
Yeah, we all win. We don't even need to pick this match.
Yeah.
We all win.
I'm going with Bayley, and I can see Sasha Banks making a return.
And there could be a point.
I'm going to say Bayley. I'm going to say Alexa Bliss. You know, Glenn, just think about shots. I'm going to say for your sake, Alexa Bliss gets captures the title.
If there's one waterfall that I would want out of all the WWE divas, it would be Alexa Bliss. That girl's a national treasure. All right. Kofi Kingston putting his WWE title on the line against Samoa Joe.
Kofi.
Kofi retains.
I got Samoa Joe.
Oh.
No, actually, I don't have Samoa Joe. I got Brock Lesnar cashing in.
Oh, wow. This is what I'm looking forward to seeing, dude.
It's when Paul Heyman came on Monday. I was like, what the heck?
People are going to be pissed. Brock cashing in on Kofi, but it's going to happen. All right. Undertaker and Roman Reigns taking on Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. This is a no-holds-barred tag team, man.
Dude, I don't care. If it's Shane McMahon, you know it's going to be barbaric. Honestly, anytime Shane's in a match, dude, you know, first of all, you know what's going to happen. He's going to cross himself and do something double daring. You know that.
I'm going with Undertaker and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, so am I. I guarantee. In fact, I'm going to make a guarantee. Taker and Reigns win this match. Guaranteed.
Nice.
All right, here we go. The last of the show. We got This is very interesting. I think we may have a chance for some intergender action in this one. Actually,
and Evans. I say they get the title.
I didn't even say the match. You already made the prediction, man. Come on.
Oh, that's what you did.
All right.
Jabroni.
Yeah, I'm going with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch to retain. Who you got, Brownie?
Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Well, you know my picks. I already made my picks.
And we got a later rival. We got the Snowman here. What's going on?
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay?
I don't want to hear you, but I do anyway. How you doing?
Oh, took me a while, but I'm back even for a little bit. Wife and I just got home from our morning run. But
Nice.
y'all are talking wrestling here.
Yeah, like Ted Turner, wrestling.
Yeah, we got Extreme Rules this Sunday. There's like 5 pay-per-views that I'm covering this weekend.
Can I just have Dale Yates in a cage for about 5 minutes so I can run him over?
Sure, go ahead.
How's that first?
What about a Buried Alive match?
No. What the hell in the cell?
Y'all don't want me in a hell in a cell with him because he'd be going through hell.
Yeah, you'd be like Mick Foley with as far as Dale Yates is concerned.
He wouldn't be able to stand the brutality of a Hell in a Cell match. Like I said, just put me in a cage with him for 5 minutes. I beat him up, and then I walk out, and we're all done. I mean, I cheat the fans, especially the ones that know what I've been through with this character, and you know Josh as well, because he said some horrible things about you, and I had a question posed to me recently. Why did I not stand up to him? I did because I moved in silence. I don't need to deal with that cat anymore. I mean, like I said, I would love to just have him in a steel cage match, chase him around, bash his head against the cage for a while, but I know that can't happen. I know it won't happen. And we're doing the best thing. We're moving on without his punk ass.
So, man, I got a couple questions for you.
Go for it.
Ronnie and Frank can attest to this. I went off on Cub fans earlier this morning.
He did.
I'm so happy you did.
Oh, it's true. It's crazy to say. Oh, it's true.
Am I the only one who thinks it's ludicrous for Cub fans to put Joe Madden on the hot seat?
Wait, try that question again?
Yeah, explain.
Do you think it's ludicrous that Cub fans want Joe Madden on the hot seat?
Well, one, these are Cub fans we're dealing with, so every manager they have, championship or not, is on the hot seat. And that should lead to the answer to your second question. Is it ludicrous? Ask them. I'm a South Sider. I care about what happens with my beloved Chicago White Sox. And Frank, I hate to tell you this, and I've said this on my show. I've said this on my show. The White Sox are going to be a problem for those teams in the American League.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely. Within 2 years, they will be.
No, next year.
I'm not saying 2 years.
Well, next year they should. Listen.
I'm not saying 2 years.
Elway's going to sell a lot of 74 jerseys. You just watch. You just go to Guaranteed Rate Field a year from now. You're going to see a good number of 74 jerseys.
There'll be more of that than Chris Price.
Oh, you're starting to see them now.
Well, there'll be a ton more next year.
You're starting to see that now. And there's a fellow down in Winston-Salem by the name of Luis Robert that's going to come up and wreak even more havoc. So the future, to borrow a phrase, is very bright for the White Sox right now. The one thing that we're missing that would help us compete this year, we've lost two good arms to injuries, Carlos Rodon and Michael Kopech.
Correct.
The management of the White Sox is doing something the Cubs management failed to do, even in their World Series year. Get some damn pitching.
All right, second question. Do you have any interest?
Yes.
Do you have any interest with Russell Westbrook on the Chicago Bulls?
The NBA don't care.
Frank, we already talked about that.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. Stop. Halt. He says, timeout. Hold the phone. Penalty flag on the field. Repeat that question again. I want to be sure I heard you right.
Just so I have context here. I heard Mark Silverman go out of soliloquy as to why the Bulls should make a trade for Russell Westbrook, and it's crazy for anybody to say that they shouldn't. I'm the opinion that Russell Westbrook shouldn't step foot in Chicago, let alone be a Chicago Bull. Would you have any interest in having Russell Westbrook on the Bulls?
Should Russell Westbrook come to the Chicago Bulls? I'll answer that very eloquently and honestly. Hell no. Russell Westbrook should be out of the NBA along with LeBron James and James Harden. Give them the walking papers, ban them from the NBA because of the style that they play, and tell them, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. There you go.
No more.
What if never mind.
I'm gonna do a little Chicago radio impression here. Just bear with me, okay?
Don't forget the pork chops. Don't forget about all you eat pork chops.
All right, I'm gonna play dual roles here. All right, here you go. This is gonna be funny. Here we go.
And then,
All right, here we go. Damn motherfuckers. All right. All right. Excuse me, bitch.
oh no.
All right, let's hear from Tim, who's on.
3 years ago, I introduced you to that sound.
Yeah, it was awesome. All right, folks, let's hear from Tim, who's on the Candy
Oh, boy.
Expressway. Tim, welcome to the score. This Joe Madden character, I see managing. I've been watching baseball for 50 years. You understand?
Jeez.
50 years.
Wow.
And my grandmother can make better in-game decisions than Joe Madden. He has to go. Repeat, Joe Madden has to go. I don't get it. We're the Chicago Cubs. Don't we have any respect? We got the 12th. We got the trade deadline. We're not making any moves. I don't understand it. Theo Etsy, Jed Hoyer, Tom Ricketts. Tom Ricketts should be on the hot seat. Everybody should be on the hot seat.
God.
Fire the ball! Fire the ball! Clearance sale. Everybody must go down.
Oh, let's also hear from Brian.
This is why I don't listen to. This is why I don't listen to Chicagoland Sports Radio anymore. That's just. I hate to say this about sports fans in general, but in particular, my hometown, they're fickle as hell right now. And they have been for a while.
I was saying this earlier, Frank, right? This city tries too hard to act like they're New York or Boston.
Hey, Goyam. Let me use an example here. The Bears are not going 17-0 in the regular season.
Correct.
We know that.
Yes.
What happens? Let's say the Bears go 5-0 and then they lose their sixth game. Can you imagine the panic that's going to settle in when the Bears lose? And that's going to happen. They're going to lose some games along the way. Can you imagine the panic that's going to settle in when the Bears do lose their first game?
On the air.
Listen to conversation. Listen to conversation.
Why not?
Listen to the conversation they have right now. That everybody thinks that Mitch Trubisky is already a bust. Think about that.
Plus, I think he looks pretty darn good to me. He's mechanically sound.
Yeah, you can say that more than a lot of Chicago Bears quarterbacks over the years.
I'm just saying, going up, just wait. When the Bears lose their first game, and they're going to win a lot of games this year, they are. But when they lose their first game, just imagine
they're going to go
panic
13 and the Bears are going to go 13-3. All right, the Bears are going to go 13-3, and yet the fans of Chicago are going to care more about the Bears' 3 losses than their 13 wins.
Right.
All right. The fans of Chicago, the true fans of Chicago can look at both sides of the coin. Okay. The fickle fans of Chicago, they're going to care more about the losses than the wins. Just ask any Cub fan lately.
Hey, if Mitch Trubisky doesn't throw 50 touchdowns this season, he's a bust. Repeat, Mitch Trubisky is a bust.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. The Bears could have drafted Patrick Mahomes. But no, they didn't draft Mitchell Trubisky. Oh, I gotta this. Fire
you know what?
Hey, let me say this real quick. Mitch Trubisky is far way ahead of Deshaun Watson right now. Anybody that's telling me that Deshaun Watson is better than Mitch Trubisky is smoking crack.
He is.
Right now.
And Mitch Trubisky has something on his side Deshaun Watson does not. His health. Trubisky's been healthy. And I thought a couple of years ago when they drafted Trubisky that the 49ers were fleecing the Bears. No, the Bears fleeced the 49ers. And I hate to say that because the 49ers are my original team, but I am from Chicago and I got some love for the Bears. The Bears played that absolutely correctly in getting Trubisky. Trubisky is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC. And I'm gonna piss off a lot of Packer fans, but I've said this on my show, and Josh, you've been with me when I said it.
Who cares what they think?
He's much better than Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Correct.
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers got a big.
Aaron Rodgers is. I can't believe I'm going to make this comparison. Listen, I can't believe I'm going to make this comparison, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Aaron Rodgers reminds me of LeBron James in many ways. He shows up during the regular season, but is a bust in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
I'm so tired of hearing like national TV shows saying, "Oh, the Packers are going to be scary because they missed the playoffs." I think they would have been scary for the last 10 years since they won a Super Bowl. Think about that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been about 10 years since they won a Super Bowl.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers
are they scary or they're overrated? That's the question.
They're over. Aaron Rodgers is about as overrated as Russell Westbrook and LeBron James put together.
And then you got Lawrence Holmes on the score spending an entire week asking people, "Oh, is Mitch Trubisky a good football player? Is Mitch Trubisky good at football? Oh,
he's good at quarterbacking.
I would think so. He's in the league for a reason."
Yeah, and he had a good season last year.
Man.
He's got great mechanics.
That's frustrating.
Mitch Trubisky is one of the best quarterbacks going in the NFL right now. Let's just put it on the right now. Put it on the board. I said it. I was wrong about Trubisky coming out of North Carolina. And I watched Trubisky when he backed up. What is that QB's name? Marquise Williams at UNT. And I thought Trubisky would be good. I didn't think he would be this. And here's a word I'm going to use for a Bears quarterback I hadn't used since Jim McMahon. Outstanding.
William, he could be better. Trubisky could be better than McMahon.
If you guys haven't watched,
because Trubisky can actually run.
Right. I would recommend any Bear fan to go check out the defensive line panel that they had during the Bears 100 celebration.
That was awesome. That celebration going on ruled.
Yes, it did.
Nice.
Here, Dan Hampton, Eno Branovich, and Akeem Hicks and Tommy Harris on the podcast. It's really good. All right. We're about to wrap up the show in a couple minutes. Anybody has any final words they want to get off their chest before we head out this week?
And then
There you go.
Yeah.
What? I do what?
I got a final thought. Go ahead, Frank.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I can say, are we doing spoken words, William?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Okay, then let me say this, because I always say this every single week. If you wake up every morning, consider yourself to have one pretty darn good life by spoken word today. God's blessings all. Here.
Yep.
Go ahead, Snowman.
Well, I always close my show with this. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And y'all should remember, if your dreams don't scare you, then they are not big enough.
Yep.
Oh, love it.
Very nice. Brownie, go ahead. Or the Kool-Aid Man. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do that all the time.
Spoken words is a good show. Good shows.
Oh, yeah.
And congrats on your win there, Snowman, by the way.
Yeah. Congrats, Snowman.
I appreciate that. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen, so much.
And then shout out to my boy Chucky Smooth, the Mr. South Train himself.
What up, Chucky G. Smooth?
Unfortunately for people in the Pacific Northwest, they can't procure waterfall if their life depended on it.
Oh.
All right.
I can actually agree with that.
My spoken word goes like this. Always remember to be the authentic pride that is yourself. The only way you start seeing success or any internal happiness is if you have eternal faith in yourself. So that's my spoken word of the day.
Period.
Nice.
Period.
Exclamation point.
All right. For the Snowman, for the Kool-Aid Man, and the Big Bag of Wind himself, I'm Josh Silverman. Thank you guys so much for checking out episode 224 of the Sports Drive. I think it's kind of ludicrous that Hangouts are going away August 1st. But screw you, YouTube.
That
you just made the list.
We will continue to do this. We will continue to do this show.
We're going to keep doing this damn show.
Yeah.
Damn bastards. All right, we're out. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend, everybody. Screw, what's his face? I don't know. Whatever. He's not worth the attention. Anyways, Mr. Yates. Anyways, we're out. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you next week on the Sports Drive. Peace.
Oh, yeah.
Love and understanding.
And